Now, despite the Nigerian Air Force headquarters silence on the incident involving the operatives allegedly arrested by EFCC officials in connection to internet-related fraud, the EFCC has reaffirmed its unwavering dedication to combating economic and financial crimes without hindrance. Report had it that the anti-graft agency apprehended 5 suspects allegedly engaged in internet-related fraud at a residential inn and a popular eatery in Banawa, Kaduna. The situation took an unexpected turn when military personnel present during the arrest attempted to forcibly release the suspects. In response, the EFCC detained these military individuals for breaching security protocols during the operation. Well, I have joining me the spokesperson of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Dele Oyewale, to talk to us about the new leadership of the EFCC and effort to rid the society of these crimes. Good to have you join us on TVC News at 1.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Well, through President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda, we could see a conscious effort of the president to see to the fact that corruption is being addressed properly. Walk us through how well the agency has, succeeded in this since the new leadership.
Yeah, thank you so much. Let me quickly commend President Bola Tinubu for the appointment of Mr. Olaoduboyede as the new chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. I must quickly point out that the new leadership of the EFCC has come out with a 3-pronged agenda to redefine, to refocus, and to re-engineer the anti-corruption fight. A very important item that we should talk about is the need to adhere strictly to the rule of law. Every spirit and letter of the rule of law, the pyrotechnics of the law, everything that the law has allowed us to do as a commission, the new leadership is ready to do it. As a matter of fact, every single thing that the new leadership of the commission has done so far is in line with the rule of law. The new chairman has said it time and time again that there is need for us to properly define the mandate, to properly define the focus of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. And of course, the focus is to fight and to combat all forms of economic and financial crime in a way that will be in the overall interest of the nation, stimulating economic growth, all the leakages in the economy, plugging all the leakages in the economy, and identifying some threats to the growth of the economy in a way that will make for a better, a more purposeful, a more dynamic, and a more glorious growth in the economy. So he has said it time and time again that you don't fight economic crime for fighting's sake. There is a focus. And the focus is to grow the economy, to stimulate growth, and to ensure that everybody come on board in the overall interest of the nation. But to do that, everything has to be done in line with the spirit and letter of the law, so that nothing will be done at variance with the rule of law to ensure that the overall interest of the nation is served.
All right, Mr. Iwale, still on rebranding the EFCC, let's talk about the recent ban on sting operations at night, which many even saw as primitive and outdated, as against the use of technology. What other options have been explored by the agency to, tackle economic and financial crimes in Nigeria?
Well, specifically November 1 this year, night raid, as it is normally called, was banned by the new leadership. And the word raid is symptomatic of, there is something about that word that is not so good. So any form of raid activities in the night, the new leadership is not in favor of that. Everything has to be done transparently. So if a sting operation is to be done, it has to be done in a transparent way. And that is why the new leadership has said that there is no need for night raid, as it were. And of course, I don't know whether you're also aware that there is now a review of some important operational activities of the Commission. For example, there is a review of our bail procedure, arrest procedure.
And also arrest, yes.
And even, there is a review. You know, every arrest has to be done in line with the law. And bail conditions, they need not to be too strict, they need not to be too stringent. The essential thing is to ensure that a suspect is available for trial. So everything that can be done to ensure that that is achieved is welcome. But there's no need to put very strange conditionality, you know, to make it very difficult, you know, for any suspect to be bailed. So the new leadership has reviewed that. And that is an international best practice. Whatever thing and whatever is needed to ensure that a suspect is brought for trial is welcome, is positive, is developmental, and it is good for the Commission. So, and even concerning our arrest procedure, every arrest will now be done in line with the law. No arbitrariness of any form. Everything, you know, the EFCC is a creation of the law, and all our activities must be guided, you know, must be moderated by the law. That is what the new leadership is out to do, and it's already doing that.
Well, before I take you up on the review of the operational guidelines of the EFCC, let's also talk about some of the issues that may have been affecting the EFCC in carrying out its duties, such as the possibility of reposing confidence in the people. You know, some persons say an average Nigerian should be able to walk up to the EFCC office, you know, to make a complaint and also have it investigated without some sort of fear and even being picked up or running at the sight of them, of persons on the red jacket, like they say. Talk to us about that.
Well, thank you so much for this question. You see, everything that we have been saying now is to ensure public ownership of the war against corruption. If corruption is affecting all of us, then we must also be up in arms against corruption. So now that the Commission is saying, yes, the rule of law must stand, EFCC investigators, operatives must be professional. The agenda, the focus, the mandate of the Commission must be properly defined and properly followed. So this gives room for people to come on board without any form of fear, any form of intimidation, any form of reluctance, knowing fully well that everything that we are doing is in line with the law. So you are going to see a new dimension. You are going to see an increased tempo of the involvement of the people, because the new leadership is talking about prevention modality, prevention framework. Everybody should come on board. You know, the civil society organization, the media, the judiciary, every Nigerian must see the war as their war. And as long as we keep to what the law says we should do, everybody will be free to come on board. There is no need for fear, there is no need for intimidation. It is something that is affecting all of us. And all of us must be ready, you know, to contribute our own quota in whatever dimension to ensure that this problem is addressed. So the new leadership is open, is accessible, and is progressive to ensure that the monster that is called corruption is not only tamed, but is killed.
All right. Spokesperson of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Dele Oyewale, talking to us live from Abuja. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.